In a fiery escalation of South Africa's mounting political tensions, the Democratic Alliance, DA, has launched a scathing attack against the African National Congress, ANC, accusing the ruling party of manipulating local council decisions through what it calls a systemic rigging and undemocratic interference. The allegations, unveiled during a heated press conference in Cape Town, have reignited debates about the integrity of South Africa's municipal governance and whether democracy at the grassroots level is being quietly undermined by political maneuvering. According to the DA, the alleged manipulation stems from a pattern of orchestrated moves designed to tilt council decisions in the ANC's favor, including the use of procedural loopholes, political intimidation, and questionable vote recounts. DA spokesperson Solly Malatsi did not mince his words, describing the situation as a coordinated subversion of the people's will. He declared, "What we are witnessing is not democracy. It's a betrayal of democracy, a deliberate attempt to override the voices of voters through backroom deals, suspended councillors, and coerced coalitions." The controversy centers around several municipalities where the balance of power has been fragile since the 2021 local government elections. The DA claims that in certain councils, notably in Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, and the Eastern Cape, the ANC has been illegally influencing independent councillors and smaller parties to sway key votes, particularly those involving mayoral appointments, budget approvals, and service delivery allocations. In some instances, the DA alleges that councillors who refused to align with ANC interests were abruptly suspended or faced trumped-up disciplinary actions. While the ANC has dismissed the accusations as political theatre, the DA insists that the evidence is mounting. The opposition party points to recent council meetings that were abruptly adjourned under suspicious circumstances, votes that were mysteriously delayed, and instances where municipal officials allegedly altered attendance registers and vote tallies. "The ANC has turned our councils into playgrounds for political manipulation," said DA Chief Whip Sivu Gwarab. "Instead of serving citizens, they are serving factional interests." The issue of rigging in local governance has become a defining flashpoint in South Africa's post-apartheid political landscape. With coalition politics now the new normal in many municipalities, the balance of power often rests on a handful of votes, making smaller parties and independents easy targets for coercion. The DA argues that the ANC has exploited this fragility to retain influence even where voters have clearly demanded change. "They can't win fairly, so they manipulate the rules," Malatsi continued. "This is how democratic institutions decay, not with a bang, but through slow, calculated capture." Civil society organizations have echoed the DA's concerns, warning that public faith in democracy could erode if allegations of manipulation persist. The Institute for Democratic Accountability, IDA, released a statement saying, "Transparency in local governance is the foundation of South Africa's democracy. If council decisions are being influenced through underhanded tactics, the very legitimacy of our elected institutions is at risk." The ANC, however, remains defiant. In a response issued by national spokesperson Malenji Bengumatsiri, the party called the DA's claims baseless, desperate, and hypocritical. She accused the DA of weaponizing false narratives to mask their own governance failures. The ANC insists that all council processes have been conducted in line with the Municipal Structures Act and that any disputes should be handled through the courts, not political grandstanding. Still, analysts say the accusations could have broader implications as South Africa heads toward the 2026 local government elections. Political commentator Justice Malala observed, "If the DA can substantiate these claims, it could severely damage the ANC's credibility at a time when its grip on local politics is already slipping. But if the DA fails to provide hard proof, it risks being seen as crying wolf, something voters might not forgive." Meanwhile, communities across several contested municipalities remain caught in the crossfire. Service delivery protests have intensified, with residents accusing both major parties of neglecting real issues while fighting for political control. "They're fighting for power while our streets are filled with potholes and trash," said a frustrated resident from Ekurhuleni. "What about us, the people who voted?" The DA has vowed to take legal action and push for an independent investigation into what it describes as a pattern of democratic abuse. The party has also called on the Independent Electoral Commission (IEC) and the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs (COGTA) to intervene. "South Africans must not sit back and watch our democracy be dismantled in silence," Malatsi concluded. "We will not stop until every municipality in this country is free from manipulation and political interference." As tensions rise and accusations fly, one thing is clear: the battle for South Africa's local councils has become more than just a fight over budgets and bylaws. It is now a fight for the soul of the nation's democracy itself.